Alright, before we get into this, we had a little bit of trouble with Euro Speedway in Germany. Because of that, we had to remove it from the schedule. We added a new track coming later in the schedule, but for now, we had to work with what we had, so we are here in Rockingham, United Kingdom, for this race, round 17, so just wanted to clear that up. But welcome everybody to round number 17 of season 4 of the Sunoco Elite Series here in Rockingham in the United Kingdom. This very unique speedway, 51 laps here today on the front row. In pole position, Sean Angel. We'll try to get a better view of that. Sean Angel gets pole position in his Lays 57 BMW for Trailblazer Motorsports. If I'm correct, this might be his first pole position of his career. I'm not 100% sure. Alongside Julio Cesar making up a all-rank C front row. On row 2, you got William Duncan, who needs a good result today to catch Jackson in the championship and get back in contention to take the points lead, which he's out of right now. Only one person's within that. Alongside Roger Ray, who is out of contention, but could get as high as he can, which this is a good start to that, starting 4th place here in Rockingham. On row 3, you got Nick Pericles, who also needs a good day over Jackson, which he seems like he'll get that in 5th place, starting alongside Kieran Moulter, who was reconfirmed to sign for Full Frontal Motorsports next season. On row 4, you got Jack Halleck and Alexander O'Hare of Maverick GP cars. They're currently dominating this championship, and with all of their Maverick GP cars in the top 10, this is even better for their championship hopes. Alexander Rowe currently the only person who can take the points lead over Jackson today. And on row 5, you got Cordell Paulson and Zachary Fitzwater Sr., which Paulson had been reconfirmed to his ride for a while, but Fitzwater has yet to reconfirm him rejoining in this 59 car next season. Look through the field a little bit more. Skylar Johnson looked very strong in early stage of qualifying. Kind of dropped off near the end, but still qualifies P11. Could be a threat today, could be a winner. An unexpected winner could be a thing today. Your hometown hero back here, Max Anderson. Also your reigning champion for season 3, but Anderson could get a good day today and start to catch Jackson. That'll be a little difficult with Jackson qualifying right behind him. In 17th, you got 3 Speedway guys in a row here. You got Jackson, Finn Guy, and Caldwell all lined up together. These 3 could be a threat coming through the field very soon in the race, so keep an eye out for them as the day goes on. This track is actually not too abrasive, even though there's low grip. Surprisingly enough, these tires can last a little while, so we do not actually expect a pit stop in this race unless someone has damage. And that... the entry to pit lane can also be tricky trying to get in, so keep an eye out for anyone hitting that pit wall. Alright, there was a little stall on pit lane out of Sean Angel. He got it fired up. We're gonna go green. So it will be, make sure everyone's good, it will be Sean Angel leading it down to the green flag here in the United Kingdom. Green flag in the air in Rockingham. Early caution is expected, not sure how big it'll be. But Sean Angel off to a good start. He's currently your leader. Duncan and Pericles are close. Caesar dropped to 4th, but is now on the hunt. After Pericles, he'll get the spot. Julio Cesar jumps back into the 3rd position. Look back a little further. It's a little jumbled up back here. This is where we expect an early caution to come from. Finn Guy trying to make the move on Jackson. A log trying to join, he will. Being on the inside in turn 2, though, this is where the issue comes for someone like Caldwell. Trying to keep it going on the inside. Great hold out of Vance Caldwell. Jackson's teammate jets down the inside, and he will take his position as well. Jackson falling through the order early here. But right now, Sean Angel leading the first 2 laps of this race. 7/10 up on Duncan, Caesar, and now Halleck makes the move on Nick Pericles. He's got 3 targets ahead of him. Also got to keep an eye out. Rowe fighting with Paulson in turn 2 right now. We expect no pits, like said, so it's all just a battle of attrition here. No cautions yet. Sean Angel continues to lead. This is coming up to lap 4. Angel, Duncan, Caesar. Angel, Duncan, Caesar, Halleck, Pericles. Your top 5 early here. Paulson and Rowe continue to fight with Skyla Johnson in 8th behind. She's performing very well for a Red Stallion racing car. Rowe and Paulson still fighting. And now Johnson seems to want to join into the picture. Where's Jackson now? Still fighting with Vance Caldwell. Roger Ray dropped from 4th to 17th in 4 laps. That's not what Sabasport wanted to see. But now Rowe, down on the inside of Paulson, his championship rival. And he'll get the spot. Halleck has already moved ahead of Caesar and is going after Duncan, his teammate. But Sean Angel still leading now by a little over a second. Your fast lap on track out of Sean Angel last time around at a 33.2, 6.7. But then it's Halleck not far. Halleck with his teammate now. These two starting. I'm not sure if they're going to draft together or they're going to just jet away. But Jackson had your fast lap for a moment. But it's John Arndt with your fastest lap on track. You're only 32 of the race so far. He sits 19th. Arndt started about 28th. So he's made up about 9 positions so far. Arndt, your Yas Marina winner this season. He looks very strong today. Look at him go right down the inside of Jackson and Ray. He has a lot of momentum right now. Keep an eye for John Arndt. As he's moved around Jackson, he's hunting Ray now. We'll keep an eye on him as the race goes on because he looks very threatening for a race win if he can get to the front. Fitzwater making the move on Skylar Johnson. As you can see, Jeffrey Finguy has cracked the top 10. Halleck has made it around Duncan, and his next target is going to be the 57. Where is Benoit Lavine and Yevgeny Kuznetsov? Benoit Lavine is in 26th. Kuznetsov is in 21st. Pretty far down. Who's currently last? We'll see who's at the back of the field. Aiden Shepard. Not doing too well. We saw that Philip Scott qualified dead last. Look where he is now, 29th. He's made up a lot of positions in 8 laps. There's a lot of position jumps around the rear of the field, but at the front it's a lot calmer. Now Angel losing time to Jack Halleck. Halleck into the 32s. While Angel still trying to get into the 33 zeros. No one's actually in the 33 zeros. It's either you're in the 32 or you're at the 33 ones. Angel. How long can he hold off Jack Halleck early this race? We don't expect a pit, so the only thing that could save someone from the gap that people are getting is going to be a caution. We expect an early caution, but it's something we just didn't get. So now it's just going to be a long battle, but Sean Angel has led 9 laps so far. He's going to try to lead his 10th. This is the most Sean Angel's led this season. He's very strong here today. Because of the no practice that anyone got, everyone's new here, everyone's fresh. We'll have to see how that affects people as this race goes on. Louison losing spots. Made a rookie mistake, lost a spot to Scott Roush. That's the difference between a veteran and a rookie there. Veteran's able to capitalize off of people not knowing how the track works. Jackson Sternhelt, where's Arndt? 16th. Hunting after Lorenzo Log here. Ooh, Alexander Rowe now looks after his teammate William Duncan. Halleck already up into second, hunting after Angel, as Halleck now has your fastest lap of the race, which he just pulled. Halleck is on a rampage. them out of turn 4. This is now the 11th lap that Sean Angel has led this race. But how long more can he hold off Jack Halleck? Pericles currently sits third. This is a good haul for him. Rowe trying to gain as many points on Paul Jackson as he possibly can. He moves into the 4th position. That's good for his championship. Where is Jackson? As I see that, Arndt has moved around Lorenzo Log as Jackson's now into 18th. Still just chilling back here. As he just continues to watch as Rowe gains position. Halleck has caught the back of Angel as he's still in the 32.9s. Only 2 people this race have cracked the 32s. Halleck and Arndt. Halleck looks so fast, but can he take down Sean Angel? He's reached him, but how well can he get around him? Sean Angel leads his 13th lap of the race. But this is getting close now. We take turn 1. We come down into the devilish turn 2 for the inside line, so Halleck will probably not attempt to make a pass here. I don't think he's close enough to make a pass this time around. Turn 1 is the main passing zone. That's where you're going to see it happen for Halleck most likely. Question is, how long will it take for him to get right to the rear end, because you can't make the pass from this far back. 1.5 tenths back may not seem like much, but it's too much to make a pass. Now Halleck closes in turn 2. He can't make this pass in turn 2. It's not going to happen. Turn 3 could be a place. 1 lap 15 of 51, and Sean Angel defending. Halleck is maybe going to try it in turn 4. No. Halleck still cannot get there yet. Anyone pull faster laps? No, we're still holding that same... Oh, wow. Skylar Johnson in the 33.0s. So a few people have reached 33.0s, but no one's been in 32.9s yet. Oh, turn 2. Halleck's close. He looks low. Can he get it on Angel? It's going to be turn 4. He's got to make it in turn 4. It's got to be here. He's there. He has the space, but he doesn't take advantage of it. Angel still leads. Lap 17 now. This is a short race. Not a very long one. The stewards did not have too much hopes for this race, but it seems to be working out as this top 2 battle is just heating up. Pericles beginning to close because of this battle. So is Rowe. Where is John Arndt? Now into 12th. He's making moves like crazy. He now moves into the 11th position. Where's Jackson? He's making moves. He's up into the 15th position. Someone's in the wall. Vincent's around. Caution's out. Who leads it back? It was Angel. Sean Angel leads it back lap 18, and the caution comes out. Angel, Halleck, Pericles, Rowe, and Duncan, your top 5, will be back. When we go green again, we do not expect pit stops. Pit lane was tricky, and Windham would spin coming into pit lane and end his day there. Hans Windham, bad luck. We knew the pit lane entry would be difficult, and it was. Let's see what happened to Vincent actually real quick. Vincent would be in 20th, watching the battle between Brock and Caldwell. Caldwell would get loose. Vincent would not expect him to be that slow. They'd get together, and he'd go back up into Dodd, and around would go Vincent. Dodd would recover it, and Vincent would lose a ton of position going forward. Lap 21, we were right. Windham would drop out because he spun on pit lane. He hit the pit wall. We knew it. That's a very tricky pit lane entry, and a lot of people are glad that they don't have to pit here today, because we expected if they had to pit, a few people would hit that pit wall trying to get into pit lane, because that pit lane is just not easy to get onto. But yeah, we said keep an eye out for Arndt. Now Arndt is 11th, and now there's no gap throughout the pack. Sean Angel has led every lap of this race, but it has not been easy for him. He's been struggling with Halleck. Now the green flag comes back in the air, lap 21 of 51. But now everyone's closed up. Sean Angel, green flag in the air. How well can he defend early? Can he keep the lead? Oh, Halleck looks very, very close. He jumps low. Jack Halleck for the lead. He loses momentum in turn 2. We said that would be an issue. We said turn 2 is not a passing zone on the inside, and it was proven there. Now Pericles down the inside of Jack Halleck. This is for second. Rowe also looking for third on his teammate now. He gets down low. It looks like he'll get the spot, because turn 1's a very good passing zone. Oh! Caesar! Contact! Saves the car. Oh my god, look at all the mess that's going on here. There goes Arndt around Finn Guy and has now reached Duncan. Arndt looks so quick. But Angel still leads this race. Can he dominate this race? It has definitely not been easy for Sean Angel. First, the attack from Halleck that was almost successful. Halleck came so close to getting Angel, but he just couldn't. And Pericles now not only needs to chase him down, but he needs to keep Rowe behind him. These two are championship rivals. Actually, these three could be technically championship rivals, with Paulson also being a championship rival. All the championship guys seem to be up here except for Paul Jackson, who still sits in 14th, battling with the 40 car, Mulcher, who is in his old ride. That's Jackson's old car. Except that used to be a Dunkin' Donuts car. That car also used to belong to Dak Jovic earlier this season, who's now in Rush Racing. This car has been traded for this season from a few people. But we look up, Arndt now challenging Caesar. Rowe makes the move on Pericles. Pericles has his teammate closing. Look at the power on John Arndt as he moves right around Caesar. Looks like he's going right after Paulson. That was risky, and it's not going to work. Can he go after Pericles? I don't think it's smart to go after Pericles in turn 2. He knows that. He'll stick behind his teammate. Is his teammate just going to let him go? Yes, he will. He'll move wide. Pericles was not even going to fight. Lorenzo Log's in the wall. We expected the low grip to put someone in the wall, and it was Lorenzo Log. Lots of momentum lost out of the 14 car, and everyone's going by. Disaster for the 14 car, but Pericles just let Arndt go. There was no fighting Arndt there. There was no way that Pericles was going to be able to keep the position from him. Now Arndt in the 5th position, going after Paulson. If anyone's going to be a threat to Sean Angel, it's this guy right here. John Arndt, right behind Cordell Paulson. 2 ranked Bs. One who's high up in points, one who's not very, but is looking to make the charge. John Arndt making the move down the inside of Cordell Paulson, and he'll get the spot. Up into the 4th position now. Next is Rowe. Can you believe he started 28th? I can't. He's now up in the 4th position, hunting for 3rd. Angel still leads, but Halleck beginning to close, and you cannot deny John Arndt. The possibility that Arndt could win this race is very high now. He has closed this gap on Rowe. Can he make it in turn 1? He'll go for it. Arndt on an absolute rampage right now. He gets the move done on Rowe. He just stomped 2 Mavericks into the ground, and there's one left ahead of him. Then it's Angel. We have never, not once in the Sunoco Elite Series, seen Arndt this fast, but today he looks incredibly fast as he now sits in a podium position. Where is Jackson? 14th, ahead of one of his teammates. Where is Caldwell? So he's ahead of both of his teammates. Epic Motorsports needs a little more today. Fitzwater fighting with the 40 car Mulcher and the 22 of Skyla Johnson, who's performing very well today. Good job, Skyla Johnson. Looks like Johnson's going to be making the move on Kieran Mulcher here. Can she go after the move on Fitzwater? Yeah, she will. Look at the charge out of Skyla Johnson. Good job, Johnson, this early. Oh, a little bit of shakiness. Doesn't look like she'll make the pass now. Looks like there's still an attempt. Nope. The attempt is over. And she'll slip in the line behind. We look up. Arndt. Oh, he's so fast. He's back in the 32s. So is Halleck. And they're both chasing Angel. And Arndt has cracked the 32.8s now. Look at him go. Angel will have his work cut out for him to keep them behind. Angel watches behind, keeps an eye on these two. The two biggest threats to Angel have reached him and are starting to gap the rest of the field. Here is Jeffrey Finguy now versus Alexander Rowe. These two were rivals in Rank B. I guess you could consider them rivals in Rank A, but Finguy's not had the best of seasons. Today he's trying to turn that around, but look at some other people who could get a surprisingly good day for them. Philip Scott really needed a good day, and it's actually starting to show now, as he now fights for the 15th position here. He had a very, very disastrous start to the season, but he's starting to turn it around here. A lot of DNFs early. He's been turning it around slowly. Reconfirmed Scott Ganassi Racing next season. His team. Oh, Arndt has caught Halleck, and Halleck continues to catch Angel. Look at the speed out of John Arndt. The guy who seemed unmatchable on speed earlier this race, Jack Halleck, was caught like it was nothing. Halleck now under pressure from John Arndt. Arndt's going to back off a little. Looks like maybe their goal is to catch the 57 first. Get him in their sights. But I'm not sure what plans Arndt has. He's easily the fastest guy out here right now. Rowe continues to hold off. Finguy, Jackson, let's look for him. We don't have many rounds to go, so Jackson having this big of a lead is very good for him. Fighting with Duncan, another championship rival. Duncan looks like he was recently in the wall. He has right side damage. Is now Jackson going to take advantage of that damage? Goes low. He'll fight for 12. Arndt has made the move on Halleck. And it looked like it might have been real easy. Now there's one person left in Arndt's path. Can Arndt get his second win of the season? And that would be on Angel. Angel has led every lap of this race. But like I said, it was not easy. And it's not going to be easy to win this race because now he's got John Arndt in his mirrors. He started so far back. We didn't expect passes to be easy this race, but John Arndt has made it look like a piece of cake. Finguy continues to search for the move on Rowe. Rowe not giving it up. Arndt closes even further. Fastest lap on track. John Arndt, 32.809. He's almost in the 32.7s. And here comes Arndt. He loses momentum. He's not going to be able to get there just yet. I don't see any chance of Angel being able to hold this attack. I don't see it being possible. There's no way he can hold Arndt off at this point unless a caution saves him. He would need to be saved by a caution at this point because Arndt is so much faster. Look at him go. Here comes John Arndt. And he'll clear him before turn 2. Arndt, new leader. Angel, now in second, needs to fight to stay alive. He may just guarantee a podium here, though, because with the only two people who seem to be faster being Halleck and Arndt, because these two are just battling with each other at this point. What about Jackson? Fighting with Fitzwater. This is for the 10th position? No, it looks like 11th may have moved up. Whoever that was, Brock. Brock's fast, too. Not as fast as Arndt, but John Arndt, your first new leader of this race. Finally, even though the struggle that Angel's been through, finally someone moves on Angel. And now these two are off the pace. Arndt is running away. 11 laps to go, and Arndt. That was dominant getting through this field. That was absolutely incredible. I don't think we've ever seen a charge that good before. That was amazing. Props to John Arndt. In a rank B, by the way. He passed all three Mavericks, the dominating rank A team, in a rank B like it was nothing. John Arndt deserves this win today, and it looks like he'll get it. 10 laps to go for John Arndt in Rockingham. And he'll bring home one of the most dominant wins in Sunoco Elite Series history. Even though he won't lead the most laps, he had to work from 28th all the way through the pack in this short race, and he still gets first with more than 10 laps to go. Now it's 9 laps to go for John Arndt. Halleck, Angel, Finguy's starting to catch the back of Angel. As Finguy's gotten around Rowe. Jackson. Oh. Pericles is going to end up in front of him. Paulson and Rowe. Those were three people he did not want to see in front of him in this championship. And Brock. Fitzwater's going to lose 3 points to Jackson in the championship, but at 12th place is going to be a great haul. Carlson, great haul. Scott Ganassi, all in the top 13. Caldwell fighting with his teammate Jones. Philip Scott still in 17th. Good haul. Gerard Aron started near the tail end of the field and is now making the move into the top 20. Very good job out of Gerard Aron. I believe he was like 41st or 40th, and he's now in the top 20. Isn't as impressive as John Arndt, but I don't think anything's going to match what John Arndt just did. In a very long time, I don't think anyone's going to match what John Arndt just pulled. 7 laps to go for John Arndt. And he continues to gap. He continues to run in the 32.9s. As the best these guys can pull is 33.1s. Pericles fights with Caesar. Pericles would want to keep this position because that's another 3 points on Jackson if he can keep this under control. Jackson has caught Brock, though, trying to gain 3 more points for his championship because pretty much at this point he's losing points in his championship, but he might as well salvage as many as he can. But a good day overall for Jackson. Started 17th, ending possibly top 10. He can hold on. 6 laps to go for the man of the race. 32.8, he's still pulling. No one else has pulled 32.8, and he's almost at the 32.7s with his fastest lap. That's how fast John Arndt was today. And there is no doubt, everyone knows he deserves this. But whether he can make it to the end, because we know they don't have to pit, but can his engine hold on? Because he's been pushing hard. Arndt, 5 laps to go. He's only got to make 5 more runs around. It's about 2.5 minutes. It's about 1 lap around Yas Marina. Halleck and Angel trying to pull out a podium for themselves. That'd be good, very good for Jack Halleck for his championship. Could get himself in contention, take the points lead next race. I'm not sure about that fully. But John Arndt, 4 laps to go. That was a lot more exciting than we expected this race to be. This race had a lot more action than expected. Turn 2 was a devil today. for a lot of people, but if a caution comes out now, it will end the race. So at this point, the only thing that could save everyone is a mechanical issue out of John Arndt. Not sure. He's been pushing very hard. We're hoping nothing happens, and he pulls the fastest lap of the race again. John Arndt, 3 laps to go. He's cruising out front, and he's still pulling fastest lap of the race. Tyler Thaber, 41st. Save Sport didn't have too amazing of a day, as he's caught now lap traffic. It doesn't really matter to him at this point. Lap traffic isn't going to be an issue with a 4-second lead. He already won Yas Marina earlier this season, getting a 2nd career win. And now 2 laps to go for John Arndt to get his 3rd. His 2nd on this season for Scott Ganassi Racing. It would be Scott Ganassi's 2nd win of the season and Arndt's 2nd win of the season, as no one else on this team has been able to win. Arndt showing his true colors that everyone knew was there. Everyone knew Arndt was good. They were just waiting for that potential to come out, and it finally has. White flag in the air for John Arndt in Rockingham. 1 lap to go. He's in the middle of the lap traffic. That shouldn't matter to him. He's got 4.5 seconds up, and John Arndt will bring home the most, I will say, the most dominant win in SCS history. With the speed he showed, no one was even close to matching what he was doing today. And rounding the last corner, John Arndt will take his 3rd career win, his 2nd of the season, and he wins in Rockingham. What a win for John Arndt. Halleck will come across 2nd, Angel 3rd, Fingon 4th, Rowe round out your top 5, as Pericles able to keep Caesar at bay with 6th, Caesar 7th, Paulson 8th, Johnson 9th, and Jackson will round out your top 10. What a race. I did not expect this race to be the good race it was. And John Arndt, it was a short one, but it was a good one. Short and sweet for John Arndt. Fastest guy by far. What a day for John Arndt. Congratulations. I really have nothing more to say about that. Let's go look at your finishing results. So John Arndt will take home as everyone's pulling into pit lane, John Arndt will take home his 3rd career win. I already discussed the top 10, but as we look back further, after Phil Scott, 16th, great job for him. He needed a good day to keep himself going. He says his goal now is top 30, just recover a decent season overall. We continue to look down through the order. Some people just did not have the day they wanted. Shepard wasn't very good. Shock Allison just didn't have a good day. Did not score a single point today, so terrible luck for Shock Allison Racing. Really needed a good day, but just didn't get it. Roger Ray started 4th, still ends in the points. Thompson ends in the top 20 in 20th place. Hometown Hero comes home 19th. That's cool. Anderson would have probably needed a better day to gain points in the championship, but in his home country, top 20 is still something he'll take. But overall, what a day for John Arndt. What a charge through the field, and a well-deserved win out of the 05 garage. Let's go look at your points position. All right, and as expected, Paul Jackson still your points leader, but now only 48 points ahead of Alexander Rowe. Cordell Paulson can now take the points lead, but he needs to win all 120 points possible, which means he needs to get pole next race to be able to take the points lead, but this gets him that step closer. There's currently 8 people who would be in contention if we were in the finale. You'd need to be within 230 points to be there. It all depends on how well these people can do coming into Paris and then going through Portugal, which is going to be the last Super Speedway on the schedule. Very recent. Looking through, you can see 19th, Arndt has gained 6 positions. Angel has gained 6 positions. Good job, both of them. They both performed very well. and definitely deserve the top 20 in points they now have. Those two really on a hunt. Finn Guy gained 5 positions. Shepard lost 4. Windhelm lost 3. Roush lost 3. Halleck gained 3. A lot of people gained 1. Fitzwater, Carlson both gained 2 positions. Good job out of them. Those were your big ones. You look down. Now we look at the people who are out of contention. I will read them off from the bottom to the top. Roger Ray, Evgeny Kuznetsov, Tyler Thaber, Chase Dunbar, Eric Monaco, Connor Hurley, Roman Rahal, Philip Scott, Audra Baranauskas, Ryan Monaco, Dan Luisen, Stephen Thompson, and Gerard Oran and Laughter Stu Cole are out. Johnson is now right on the bubble, and now we get into the thick of things. You now need to be going next race 350 points, which means everyone under Benoit Laverne is under threat. Caldwell, Vincent, Dodd, Bowers, Caesar, Alog, Downey, and Johnson, some pretty big names in there, really need to dig themselves out. Benoit Laverne is safe. He cannot be eliminated this race in Paris, which is going to be his hometown race. I mean, he cannot be eliminated in his hometown. Then we'll go to Portugal, and from there, everyone else who is not within 230 points will be under threat of being knocked out, which is a very large crowd, which includes right now people like Anderson, Fitzwater, Finn Guy, Shepard, Carlson, your very first winner this season. Windhelm now under threat. Jovic now under threat. Even Duncan could go under threat if he loses points, any points, to Jackson. It all comes down to if they can do this. And it all comes down to how good Jackson can be going forward, because now Jackson's job should be to eliminate as many people as possible from this championship. As we look down, you see in the Constructors' Championship, Maverick, Epic, Roush Racing, and Scott Ganassi right now are your rank A seats. Then it's Full Frontal, Fitzwater, Australia, Clever Haas, and Shock Allison in B, Monarch and Trailblazer in C, and Red Stallion and Thundersport in D, as HHR and Sabasport are in the danger zone to be knocked into lights. But overall, a very interesting, to say the least, very interesting race today. That's going to have a lot of shake-up in the championship. You could see our little manufacturer championship. This is just to gauge some people which manufacturer are better, because Dodge is currently leading. It says that Ford's leading, but we go off average, meaning it's Dodge, Ford, Toyota, Chevy, BMW, Audi, and Honda. But great job out of just John Arndt overall. That was such an amazing run for him. He did so good. That's the team's second win. It says 3. That's Carlson's win, but that's technically Monarch's win. But that is Arndt's second win on the season, third of his career, third in a... No, it's not in a one-season basis, because he got in the Royale last season, which is further than a season back, just barely. Even though the points don't count, we could still look at this for quirky little fun here. Jackson and Rowe, the only 2 people left who have been in every single lap. So good job to those 2 being able to stay in this. And along with Jackson leading the most laps by a long shot at 132 over Brock's 85. And then the next one down is a tie between Halleck and Rowe at 41. Oh, and Angel. Angel's led 41. Good job, Angel. Caldwell 67. Okay, I didn't actually see some of these guys back here. Kuznetsov, despite being second last in points, has led 20 laps and has a win. But yeah, a lot of people going under threat in this championship. Next, we are going to Autodrome de Paris. We've been there every season, and I'm excited to go back there again. It's going to be Benoit Lavigne's home track. The only Frenchman in the field. So, congratulations to John Arndt. Jackson still leads the points going into Paris. But Paris, Jackson has some bad memories there. 3 rounds to go, guys. We're almost there. Until next time, guys. Ciao.